Hey, Nashville. Welcome back to the NFM Podcast. We are in the Optimize You studio. Our sponsors today are Chillin', Social Indoor, and In Live. I am here with Collin. What's up?
Not a whole lot. How are you doing?
I'm good. And Robert and Sandy. Sandy is Miss Senior Tennessee.
Miss Tennessee Senior America.
I feel so honored to be in the same room. Just being honest. You look so nice.
Thank you.
I love the, what is this called? The sash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's going to share a little bit about her journey with you all today, and then how she got there, which was a huge part due to Mr. Robert, a personal trainer at Planet Fitness, and a huge part of Sandy's journey and wellness and health. How was y'all's drive out here today? You're in Mount Juliet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it was a good drive, except for the people that drive around you.
Yeah.
People drive crazy.
But other than that,
That's
we got
terrible.
out here without any problems.
Yeah. Do y'all come to Nashville much?
We try not.
Or like in,
to.
you
I
know,
don't go to
the part.
Nashville.
No.
Only time I go to Nashville, I'm getting take a plane up out of here to go to Florida.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, B&A. Best place on earth. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like traveling? Do you like actually playing?
Well, I like to
Going on a plane?
I started flying about 4 or 5 years ago.
You
Other than
started,
that,
you said?
yes,
Oh,
I
like for the
started.
first time?
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Oh, wow. Where'd you go?
As a matter of fact, I was on my way to move up here to Tennessee,
Uh-huh.
and I was moving from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
So I met my beautiful wife, where she was my
She's
fiancée
over
at the
there,
time.
Miss Jackson.
But she was my fiance at the time, so I wanted to check out Tennessee. So I
Yeah.
was traveling back and forth.
Okay, cool. And what made you decide to come here?
Different.
Yeah, just switching
And
it up.
I like my share of the weather.
Yeah.
Because in Florida, it stay hot all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. My cousins lived in Fort Lauderdale for a while, so we would go visit them. I remember lots of alligators.
Oh, yeah. You was on the west side.
Yeah. It was
I
like
gotta-
swamps and stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple clients on there, and they do like triathlons. And I'm like, yo, have fun with that and the heat.
And the-
Ooh.
If you're on the east side by the beach, you good.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're on the east side, you worry about sharks. On the west side, you worry about alligators.
Yeah. Collin, how do you get clients in Florida? Or just everywhere? I feel like you do have clients everywhere. In case y'all didn't know, if you're listening from somewhere not in Nashville, you could hire Collin.
Hey, word of mouth, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have
Connections.
started here, and then you have clients that work in like big corporate things, and they
Mhm.
connect you with somebody, and then then it's just kind of
Yeah.
that's just the online world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you've been doing it for how many years now?
6 or 7.
Okay. Yeah.
Something
So
loose. Lose track
eventually
of it.
people start sharing with the people they
Yeah.
know in other places. Yeah.
It's cool.
Robert, how long have you been a personal trainer?
I've been here, this is going to my second year.
Okay.
Nice.
I've been a trainer for Planet Fitness.
Welcome to
Nice.
the grind.
Yeah. Welcome to the grind. I'm also a personal trainer, so we know that life. So, okay. I want to know, since this is a good segue because you are her trainer, how did you end up hiring him?
So he's the personal trainer for us at Planet Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And so he helps design my plan and things like that. But he's for all of our trainers, so he's not
Yes.
just for me. So,
Okay.
I'm the gym trainer.
I can't
You're the
just
gym
have him to
trainer.
myself,
Yeah.
although I would like to sometimes. But I was looking for a gym, and I had visited a few, and I found the Planet Fitness in Mount Juliet
Yeah.
and loved it and started going. And then I saw him one day, and his shirt said trainer. And I said, hey, teach me how to use this machine over here. And he met
was
my
like-
husband and
Yes.
taught me how to do
First
a few
time we
things. And
met.
then one
That's
day we were talking, and he said, we can design your own
Yeah.
plan. And so he went with me, and we talked about what I wanted, and he helped me design a fitness plan that I just have been on for about a month now. But
Okay.
other than that, I've been able to ask him questions, or
Mhm.
how do I do this, or what benefit is this, and how to get my heart rate up when I'm on the stairs and things like that.
Yeah. Do you, so you just said you went up to him and was like, oh, you're a trainer. Will you help me?
His shirt
Do
says
you-
trainer.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's the trainer. I'm going to go ask
yeah.
him for help.
Yeah. Smart woman. Can you just help anybody, or is it like you're not
No,
supposed to help unless they hire
Well,
you?
through the gym, we do I walk through the gym to see do anybody needed help.
That's actually so nice.
And then a lot of times they just stop me. Hey, Robert. Because
Yeah.
I like to laugh and joke, mess
Yeah.
with everybody in the gym. You know how it is
Yeah.
being in the gym. So
Yeah.
I like to mess around with everybody in the gym.
You can
So,
also sign up for a class. And
Exactly.
he teaches classes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
We have classes. as
I
well.
I feel like a lot of, I don't know, and maybe a lot of open gyms, like Planet Fitness is, don't have trainers just like walking around to help if needed. Not the ones I've been in. So that's
No,
cool. Like anybody could
that's
just
one thing that Planet Fitness.
be like,
do.
watch
We
my
have-
form, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
That's what we do. We
that's cool.
if I walk around the gym, if I see somebody that doing something improper or something like that,
You can just go correct them.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so the other day I was working. He was with somebody teaching him how to use something, and he saw me, and then he came back and he said, "Are you breathing?" I was like, "I'm breathing. I'm breathing."
That's important.
Oh, that's so funny. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Collin, did you ever work in like a big box gym like that?
Yeah,
I guess that is how you like even go get clients too.
Yeah, that's what I did at Quantum.
Yeah.
Like when I ran Quantum down there. Like, it's the same game.
You like work the floor.
Yeah, you just kind of like, you socialize with them a little bit. Like, you don't just come up and be like, hey, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Because like the
Yeah.
first thing you're going to do is like flip you off and like walk away from you. So you just like kind of like build rapport with everybody that's on
Yeah.
the floor. And it's like just kind of over time, like she saw him probably do that. I was like, oh, he's approachable. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
opens up the conversation.
Because see, a lot of
Yeah.
times you could be on the floor, and you can have people doing something people doing something wrong,
Yeah.
and you might approach them. Oh, I've been doing it like this all my life.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
We hear that.
Yeah, you're like,
Well, okay, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, you keep doing it the
Yeah.
rest of your life if you want.
So,
Yeah.
but like a lot of times, that's what I like to do. I like to walk around, but also I like to be approachable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Make people feel comfortable in the gym.
Yeah.
That's why I like to laugh and joke.
Yeah.
And he's a
you know.
staple at the gym.
Yeah,
Everybody knows
Yeah,
Robert.
everybody
Yeah.
Everybody knows him. And I've met people through him.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, well, give us, Sandy, a little bit of your background. And because you've had a long fitness journey.
Mhm.
I was reading your bio. It was very interesting. So tell everybody kind of what you said in there, just where you started and how you got to where you are now.
Okay, so I always was a chubby kid and dealt with being like 20 to 30 pounds overweight. And I've done every diet that's out there. And, through the 80s, I did aerobics, and then I did step aerobics,
Yeah.
and then I did the water aerobics. And then after I had my kids and they were getting older, I did Jazzercise, which is a phenomenal program, but it's not weight-based. I mean, there are weights, and it helped me get through some times. But then I hit right around 60. And all the lights went on the dash. And I was like, what is wrong with me? And I was like, I have low achy and low-grade fever from time to time. And I was like, what is going on? And they kept trying to diagnose me with an autoimmune, but they couldn't ever find one. And then I started to really get a middle. Because even though I've been overweight, it's not my middle. And then that middle-aged belly started coming on. I'm like, well, this is what happened to my mom. This is just what happens.
Yeah.
And I saw an article online, and the doctor online said, I have a plan to keep you out of a nursing home as long as possible. And
It's a good advertisement hook.
yes, and I bought her book and I read her book, and it's the Galveston diet, which is designed for menopausal women, and it's how to help you balance your carbs in a way that benefit you through hormone changes when you're. And so that middle-aged belly is not from eating wrong; it's visceral fat. That's the dangerous fat that gets in among our organs. And that's what I started learning. And I was like, oh, well, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Well, this diet I went on this diet. My husband did it with me. He lost 47 pounds. I've lost 32 pounds in less than 2 years. And the first 6 months, like a pound a week was coming off of me. And I'm like, this is a miracle. I've spent my whole life trying to do this, and it's coming off. And there's so many components to it. But the basic things that my husband and I do we are intermittent fasters. We have an 8-hour eating window and a 16-hour non-eating window. We eat 2 primary meals with balanced macros and 2 main snacks with balanced macros. And my husband, like I said, lost 47 pounds. He's no longer pre-diabetic. He's no longer high blood pressure. He used to have locked joints, and that went away. All of my achy joints went away. All those lights went off on the dash. Everything went back to normal. The weight came off of me. And then I was like, I need muscle.
Yeah.
Because as I get older, I'm 63. So as I get older, I have to build muscle so that I can stay healthy. My heart can stay healthy. My brain can stay healthy. I can get up and down out of a chair. Or Robert and I talked about, if you have to be in the hospital and you have to pull yourself up out of the bed, you have to be strong.
Yeah.
So I went in search of a gym. And that's how I met Robert. I found our Planet Fitness, which I absolutely love. And so I know that I need to lift heavy.
Yeah.
And so I go to the gym twice a week. I walk 3 miles every morning. And if you want to follow me, it's Ageless with Sandy on Instagram, and you can join me in the morning, and I'll be like, "Good morning, welcome to my walk," and I'll just give you a snippet. Whether it's
I want to
about
go on a walk with Sandy.
could be about my hair that day. It could be yesterday. It was about body image and being strong over skinny.
Yeah.
And I've follow a lot of doctors who are really, really emphasizing the things we need in menopause. Once you hit menopause, what our body needs, because it's so different, as well as strength training for everybody, but especially strength training for seniors. And that's how I've really transformed myself.
Yeah.
And my goal is to inspire other seniors.
Yeah, that's amazing. I feel inspired. I'm proud of you and your
thank
journey.
you.
It sounds like it started with that advertisement and doing the Galveston diet and stuff. That's really like gotten you a good place. And your food and stuff.
We're definitely in a maintenance area. My husband and I are definitely in maintenance. And we've learned how to eat the 80-20. So, if I want to have an ice cream cone, I'm going to have an ice cream cone, but not every night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy pizza, but I don't eat that way every day.
Do you feel like you have more freedom around food?
Absolutely.
Even though you're like following a plan, you do have more freedom around food than you did before.
But I can also tell when I've had a weekend where I said, hey, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to eat. 4th of July was a great example, and I ate chips and I had ice cream. And my husband and I both were like, oh, why do we feel like this the next day? I felt like my feet were huge. And I was like, what is going on? I'm like, sugar that I don't usually have in my diet. And the things that are full of chemicals that I don't usually put in my diet. And I can feel it. And so,
I had some nachos the other day. They were so good, like some barbecue nachos. I literally was hungover the next day.
Yep.
From nachos.
I would say food hangover.
It was actually, I mean, you always like people who eat really healthy, you feel it the next day in different ways if you eat unhealthy. But I had never felt like this. I was like, I didn't drink anything last night and I feel every symptom of a hangover. And I'm like, the only thing I think of is the nachos.
Yeah. Food
so
hangover.
it affects.
That's a great way.
So that kind of like got you to where you are with your food journey. Where do you, the way you're talking about building muscle and how you know that's what you need and to lift heavy, strong over skinny, like you're speaking my language. I'm like, yes.
Big fans over here.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, let's go. Where do you feel like you got that from? Like, how have you, because like my grandparents, my parents even, they don't know. Their mindset has always been like people who lift in the gym, that's a hobby. Like that's what they do. That's what they like to do. That's their thing. Not like this is necessary for everybody.
Well, like I said, I've worked out my whole life because I knew that I needed to maintain some sort of healthy exercise. But when I read the Galveston diet, I started following Dr. Mary Claire Haver, who wrote it. She's OBGYN, and she went back to school and got a degree in nutrition and food. And so I followed her. Well, then, you follow her, you see who else she follows and who she has that she talks about. So I follow Dr. Vonda Wright, who's all about muscle and strength. And she is, she's been a doctor for Division I athletes. And she's an orthopedic surgeon. And she talks about women's bones being like butter because of osteoporosis. Yeah. And one of the ways to prevent and recover from osteoporosis is to build muscle.
Yeah.
The more muscle we have, the stronger our bones will be. And I don't want to be frail. I don't want to be the person who can't get up out of bed. I want to be able to pick my grandkids up and, throw them in the pool. Yeah. And so I started reading. I read Dr. Danielle Lyon's book on strength and fitness. And I've read all these books on hormones, on menopause, on strength training for senior women, for menopausal women. And now I see people and I just want to yell at everybody. No, you can do that. My generation thinks it's hereditary. Yeah. And only 8 to 10% of the illnesses and the health issues they're having are hereditary. And I'm like, oh, you can eat to fix that. Oh, you can lift to fix that. And it's so hard not just to get in people's face and tell them you're doing it wrong.
I was just talking to someone the other day about this, and I feel like trying to it's hard to be a trainer and have knowledge and not be like, no, I can help you. Listen. Yeah. And I think it can come off a little annoying sometimes, but I just am like, no, you can eat to fix that. Yes. I want to tell everybody, you can eat to fix that. You can exercise to fix that. So I love it. That's so good. And you were talking about menopause and how where you were saying that people think symptoms are hereditary and stuff. And then same with like period symptoms and menopausal symptoms. So many women think that they are normal symptoms. And
you don't have to suffer.
I'm like, you can eat to fix that.
You can eat to fix that. You can work out to fix that. You can. I'm a firm believer in hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, but it's a conversation that everybody should have with their doctor.
Yeah.
And some doctors aren't even informed. In the past 10 years, there have been so many studies and so much information that talk about what you can add to your body. I mean, if your thyroid's not working, you take medicine to provide for your body what your thyroid isn't producing. So if your hormones aren't producing anymore, it's okay to replace those hormones with natural hormones. And I'm so thankful for my doctors who've put me on hormones 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I think it made my transition through menopause so much easier. I also think it protected my bones and my heart. And it's helping me to be stronger as I age and to build those muscles and lift heavy. I don't know that I could have done that.
Yeah.
What was it that you were able to be so receptive to this? Because you kind of stumbled across the Galveston diet, but you were like, no, I'm open to this. A lot of people, when they will hear that kind of stuff, like if Abby and I were talking to somebody, and like every family gathering we go to, like, I can't get this or whatever, and you're like, hey man, it's really like, let's just figure out a very simple plan, blah blah blah. And they're like, it can't be it. Like that just can't be that simple. Like, what was it for you that you're like, nah, like it can be that simple?
Yeah. And it's funny that you say it that way, because I was like, how did I not see this? How did I not, all those years trying to get in shape, how did I not see this? So in the Galveston diet, they take you through menopause and they take you through all the things that happen to your body. And my mom had dementia, and I watched her, and I started seeing all the things in the book that my mom went through. And I was like, oh, I don't have to go through that. I don't have to go through the genital urinary syndrome of menopause, because there's treatment for it. And my mom suffered with it for years. I don't have to get osteoporosis. And I'd seen it in my family, and I'd seen it especially in my mom. And I realized that I didn't hit that middle-aged belly and go, oh, this is just what happens. No, it's not. And so doing the diet was difficult because it was a huge shift in how I ate. But I think what made it click was when I understood why.
Yeah.
Why am I eating this?
Yeah.
It was confirming what you were seeing in real life and then giving you an alternative or like something that will help with that.
I sit at breakfast every morning with my logging my food and my macros. And I'm like, oh, I could use more. I could use more protein. So what should I add to my afternoon snack? And I pre-plan my food based on my macros.
Yeah, big key.
And I was like, my son tried to tell me that 5 years ago, and I was like, it's way over my head. It's way over my head. Totally. And now I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's what I try and tell a lot of people with nutrition. It's like you have to become ready to be a student of it a little bit, because you said it. It's like once you understood like the mechanisms to like what was going on, you're like, okay, now I understand the solution has to fix these mechanisms. So I think you taking the time to learn that was huge, because you understand the why, and then the buy-in is there when you go to do it.
Well, and one of the things in the book, she says, do not try to start this diet until you have read the entire book. Ooh, and then she said, don't try to do it all at once. Maybe you just start with intermittent fasting. Maybe you start with the menus. Maybe you start with getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. And I said, oh no, I'm doing it all at once. And I did. Yeah. But that's just me.
But you were able.
And I had retired. Well, I was just about to retire. I retired from my main career, and I was on my second career, and I was really getting into it. And then I retired less than a year later. And now it's like, I might be a little obsessed, just a little.
Yeah, but you've seen the like.
I know you. How can you not be? Yeah. It's like, it's a simple fix, people. Yeah. And I see my in-laws and family members who are older who sit at home all day, and they complain about their achy joints. And I know you see people like this, and they're like, oh, well, I can't get out and walk. My knees hurt. I'm like, oh, motion is lotion, first of all. You need to get out and walk. And then dinner time rolls around. They're like, well, what should we eat? Well, let's just throw some fish sticks and French fries in the oven. I'm like, how did you not plan this this morning, what you were going to eat? Because now you're going to hurt even worse because you're eating the wrong foods. Yeah. And I just went, so my goal is once I finish my reign in the pageant world, because it's very, very busy. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But is to go get certified as a nutritionist.
Oh, okay.
And not go back to school, but in the training programs you can do certified nutritionist. And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to my family first. But then I'm going to sit down and talk with seniors and say, "Hey, let me help you plan your food, your meals, your grocery lists." And no, you don't have to be perfect. Even if my family members just changed their breakfast every day, that one meal a day would make them start feeling better.
Yeah. Well, whenever you do that, we're both nutrition coaches, and whenever you do that and you speak to it, because you said you're 63, then I'm going to send that to somebody, because I think that it is so hard to get people to buy in, like what you were saying. I think people just don't actually believe. Either they don't believe you know what you're talking about, or they don't believe it could work for them. So there's something. And like the fact that I'm young and I haven't gone through pregnancy, menopause, whatever, it's actually very hard to get people to believe what you're saying. And I think that's what I see the most, that is the gap between people like just committing. Like if they actually believe something could happen, like if we all believed they could have results like yours, if they did exactly this, they'd probably do it if they knew for sure they could see it. But I think they don't. So
I was talking to a friend who was referred to me. I was like, "Oh wow, yay! Somebody was referred to me because of all the research and the information I've gained and used and applied." And I was talking to her. She's like, "I can't get rid of this belly." I'm like, "Seriously, here's some things you should try. Read the books, do your research." And she goes, "Well, I just can't give up my wine."
It's crazy.
Every night.
I've heard that same
And I'm like,
statement.
I get it. I get it.
sugar
I loved a glass of wine at night.
Yeah.
But something that you might not be aware of is when you go through menopause, your body processes alcohol differently. And you don't feel it the same. And it hits you hard. And you're not going to sleep, and you're not going to feel good for maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you just try it for 2 weeks. No wine, and see how you feel. And
And I love that you said, like, just change your breakfast. Like, it doesn't have to be
everything.
A lot of times when people hop on a diet, it's a diet, and it's an extreme like crash diet, and they think they have to go all the way, and then they don't sustain that because it's not sustainable. Just changing your breakfast actually can help so much. Like, pick one thing that you could focus on, and usually that's going to lead to another thing, and you're just going to keep like going from there. But I totally agree with you on that. Robert, what are some of the things that you've seen in your 2 years? You said you've been doing this now?
Yes, ma'am.
And working with clients and stuff. What's like one of the biggest obstacles you think people mentally have to actually committing to a fitness journey?
Well, a lot of times they come through, like she said, they come through with they have knee problems.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They complain about arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I tell them, you have to move. Like you said, motion is lotion. But I tell them they have to move. They have to stretch. They have to start having mobility.
Yeah.
Start working out, because you can't do it. You can't just sit there and complain about it. You have to get up. You have to get up and start moving around.
Yeah.
So that's the best. That's the best thing. So a lot of times, a lot of times I have clients. They be in the class, or like she said about
the middle,
about the middle of the abdominal area.
Yeah.
They complain about how they gain weight there. So, like you say, a lot of times a lot of them like to drink wine. I tell them that's where all your sugar at.
Yeah.
So you start,
For sure.
Then we get on cardio. You have to build up the heart rate to start burning it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's the kind of program you've wrote for Sandy?
Well, called it Design Your Own Program. So
because it's a mix, right, of cardiovascular stuff and strength training.
It's cardio and strength training, and also what basically it's the goal that she wanted to do. So what I did, we sat down together and we come up with a program. Then we go together to every machine, the exercise that I have for her. I wrote down for her, so we go there and we go to each exercise to make sure she was doing it properly, and make sure, and I write down how many sets or how many reps you need to do.
Yeah. So. Nice. And what about your own fitness journey? Like, have you always just had a love for the gym? Or?
Yes, I always like to work out.
Yeah.
But then in 2019, probably read into the bio, I had a kidney problem.
Okay, yeah.
So I had kidney failure. And so that set me aside for a minute. And then I had to get myself back together because I started feeling like a little depressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
so because I'm like, okay, my mother went through the same thing.
Yeah.
About kidney failure. She had diabetes, kidney failure. So when it hit me, it was like, wait a minute, I got to do something.
You gotta do something different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I set a different tone, got up, did dialysis 3 days a week. I was in the gym. I did dialysis Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I pushed myself to go to the gym on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So that kept me going.
Yeah.
Kept me going. You know, sometimes I felt depressed, but I kept going. I kept going.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going to help, like, even Sandy talking about, like, her own family and just seeing it in your own life and you seeing the same thing. Like, that ability to relate is important when you're talking about, like, a trainer and client and how you guys work together and, like, what your mindset is around exercise. It's not just, like, to look good, but you, like, have a, what is that called? That motivation?
Internal motivation.
Yeah, the internal. Yeah.
Exactly.
Internal motivation. I think there's another word.
Intrinsic.
Intrinsic motivation. It's instead of extrinsic, like where that intrinsic or that inward motivation is much more lasting and powerful than the external. We're going to actually take a break real quick, but when we get back, I want to know more about your journey of becoming Miss Senior Tennessee, and what that has looked like for you, and also just like how appearance and everything is involved with that. Hey Nashville, welcome back to the episode. We about just didn't even start the camera because we were just chatting it up in the break. Collin just had the reigning crown at one point even. Y'all missed that.
From me at the last second.
Yeah, I hate you guys missed that. But Sandy was just going to tell us about her journey as Miss Senior Tennessee. So you said that you were never really a pageant girl.
Nope.
How did you become a pageant girl?
So how did I get into it? So before I retired, I was the high school choir director at Mount Juliet High School for 22 years.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so fun.
My whole background is music and musical theater, and so I've been on the stage a lot. But for 22 years, my back was to the audience while I conducted choirs.
Yeah.
And a grandmother in the crowd at one of my concerts came up and she goes, "I don't know how old you are, but you need to do the Miss Senior pageant at the Wilson County Fair." And at the time, I wasn't 60. You have to be 60. And I said, "Okay, thanks." A year later, another friend of mine ran into her, and she'd been at a concert, seen me on stage, and she said, "You need to do the Miss Senior pageant." I'm like, "You're the second person." I'm like, "I've always wanted to do a pageant, but I never felt like a pageant girl."
Yeah.
So when I turned 60, I went and got the application and filled it out. Excuse me. And the Miss Senior pageants are talent-based. So you have to do talent, evening gown, interview, and you have to have a philosophy of life that the judges have in front of them. You have 30 seconds to say it, and all of that. And so I entered the Miss Wilson County Senior pageant, and I won.
That's amazing.
I know, it was very exciting. I was like, "Yes, I won." A little bit, but the crowd was really small that year, so it gave me a little bit of an edge. As a performer, I already had the stage experience. Yeah. But when I finished, they're like, "Okay, good. Now you're going to the state," and I'm like, "What?" There's a state pageant. And they're like, "Yeah, you're representing us at the state pageant." So I was like, "Okay." So that was in August. The state pageant that year was in the following May. And I got, in my evening gown, and the people from the fair gave me some coaching, but I basically was blind. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Miss Tennessee Senior America pageant is a 3-day event, takes place in Crossville, and you go up and you do, a meet and greet, and then you have lunch, and then you practice the opening walk and the evening gown walk, and you have a big banquet that night. And they have the Corvette Club drives each contestant to a banquet, and then we have a big banquet that night, and the Marines are there to escort us in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we practice the next day, and then we do the pageant Saturday night. And it's a big deal, and it's the 35th year. So it's been around for quite some time. And I did the pageant, and I got 3rd runner-up and Miss Congeniality my first year. And I was like, yay. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And I was on the elevator down to leave on that Sunday, and one of the judges was with me, and he said, you did such a great job. And I said, well, this is really my first real pageant besides the fair. And he goes, you're kidding. You need to do this again. I was like,
wow.
nah. So I did. And what I did was they told me to get experience. So I went and entered another pageant, and I won another fair, came back the next year. And my friend Terry Coulter won the next year. She won, and I was first runner-up. And Terry and I had gotten to know each other the first year, and so we were like cheering each other on. I hope you win. I hope you win. And she won. So I was so excited for her, first runner-up. And then I retired from all of my second job after I finished teaching high school. I taught at Cumberland University as a music professor. Cool. And I retired, and my husband said, well, this is your year. You now have all the time you need. Mm-hmm. So I went for coaching, and I got my gowns, and I went for walking training and all of this stuff, and I worked my butt off. I exercised, I trained. Robert was the one that knew at the gym. I told him, I said, here's what's going on, Robert. I'm trying to get in shape for this. And
he's like, I can help you.
Had lost the weight, and I was getting toned, and so it was the Thursday before my pageant, because our pageant started on Friday. I said, okay, I'll be back next week. And he's like, we're going to come back with the crown. I'm going to come bring the crown back. So I went to the pageant, and I competed, and I won. And I remember walking back in the next Tuesday, because I found Tiffany first, and I got out of the car and put my crown and sash on, and I walked in. Well, he saw me across the gym and came running, and he's like, you won. And I was like, yep.
Aww,
and so I now I'm on the road to nationals.
Okay.
I will be
ready for that
at the Tropicana in Atlantic City, New Jersey, with 49 other contestants from around the country for 5 days. We'll do preliminaries where we'll do evening gown and interview, and then the next prelim is your philosophy of life and your talent, and then they'll pick the top 10, sometimes the top 12, and then the top 12 will come out and do all of those things again on the final day, and then we're going to bring home that crown. I'm going to do everything I can. I can't make a judge's decision, but I can give them some good things to choose from.
And so then your title would be
Miss Senior America.
Miss Senior America.
How do we watch? Where can we watch this at?
So
I know I was
so
I've got to.
So you'll have to follow me, because it'll be there. You can look them up online, the Miss Senior America pageant, but they'll do a live feed on their Facebook.
Okay,
is the only way that you can do it right now is a live feed on the Facebook, and you can see that they do the prelims live feed, and then they'll do the finals live feed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But one of my goals, my goal for sure is to make the top 12, because it's the largest stage on the East Coast at the Tropicana Resort and Casinos. And when the last few years, when I've watched it, when they announce the top 12, they come up out of the floor on the stage, and they play the 2010 Space Odyssey, or 2001 A Space Odyssey song, and they come up with the smoke and everything. And my friends who've been in it and the people I know, they're like, it's so emotional to come up out of that floor. You're just like, as a little girl, this is what you've always wanted to do, is be on the stage and compete. And here you are. And so I want that. I'm looking for that in my goal. But I want to represent Tennessee, and I want to represent seniors. And I want them to know that just because you hit 60, it's not over. It's actually probably the best time of my life.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. I was reading, you kind of said something like that in your bio, that like life doesn't start like going downhill when you turn 60. It could be like just the beginning of a new chapter. Like you use your retirement and you're like, let's do something really fun. That's so exciting.
Well, it's interesting. One of the questions that I've been asked more than once by judges is, if you could relive the first 30 years or the last 30 years again, which would you choose? And I'm like, oh, the last 30. And I'm thinking about my life now. And I'm like, oh, can we change that question to say, or the next 30 years? Because the second 30 is like raising your kids and working your job and not getting enough sleep. I know maybe I don't want to live that again. And I wouldn't mind living the first 30. I loved being a kid. I played, but I think the last 30 is going to be the best 30, maybe 40. Let's go for 100.
Yeah, let's go.
I love this.
Yeah, so cool. So you were going to say your philosophy of life. You'll have to say that, right?
Gosh, I haven't practiced
Can
it
you
in
tell
a
us
while.
it?
I can try.
Okay. Well, no pressure.
So it's okay. So
You're
each
on
day is an
camera.
opportunity. Hold on. Each day is an opportunity for positive thinking, healthy living, and hopeful optimism. Beauty is timeless. It's in a warm smile, a kind word, and a grateful spirit. As years go by, we strive to stay healthy and have a fit body. And let's see, I'm trying to remember it. I haven't done it in quite a while.
I'm tearing up, by the way. Keep going.
So I'm trying to remember the end.
Stop, Collin.
So I might have to come back to it because I can't remember the end. But it talks about that the most important things are the last part of our life can truly be the best part when it's filled with hope and service to others and love and the expectation that something good is on the way.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
That's great.
Genuinely, I'm such
I
an
do have to get it back
person.
in shape though because I'm going to need it for the national pageant.
Yeah. Well, I think you can hear somebody just say those beautiful words and everything, but I feel like you hearing your story and everything and like how you truly I can feel the joy coming off of you. And
You're an embodiment of what you're saying.
yeah,
Thank
like
you.
that's why it's so beautiful to me.
Well, and that's why I started my social media page. My son, who is a millennial, he said, Mom, you need to be an influencer. People will listen to you.
You do.
You need to share your story.
Yeah.
And so every time I'm at the gym, I do an Instagram post and it says gym day, and I'll either post myself on the treadmill or the stairs. I feel like it might be too vain to post myself lifting weights. I'm not there yet because
Do
I
it.
just
We'll get
learned
there,
the
though.
names
We'll
of the
get there.
machines. So we'll get there.
Come to the dark side. Come on.
We'll get there. But I always
No
post
more
and I
back.
always tag Planet Fitness because without them, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be here because Robert and Tiffany took a picture of me that day I came back in with my crown and sash, and they shared it on the newsletter. And then the regional
That's so
office
cool.
reached out, and then the
Aw.
PR person reached out, and that's why we're here today with you, is
Yeah.
because of Planet Fitness.
No, that's amazing. Well, and Planet Fitness is such an accessible gym for
Everyone.
almost
Everybody.
everybody. Like, they still do the $10 memberships, right?
Yes, ma'am.
For their basic whatever, and then you can add on.
$15
I think
now.
so.
Okay,
It's
$15.
$15 now.
Like so affordable,
Mhm.
$15 a
Right.
month. That's amazing.
And you
Well,
have
and
all the
seniors-
equipment and stuff that you need.
Yeah,
and some
everything.
seniors are on health insurance plans that cover it.
That's amazing.
And it even says
Yeah.
it on the door.
On the silver sneaker.
The silver sneaker can get you benefits to get to the gym as a senior.
Yeah, that's so cool. And you said in your bio, like, you walked in, everything was so clean and bright. And
It is.
I don't know what all Planet Fitnesses are like, but in Dixon, it's a smaller town. Planet Fitness was one of the first like franchise gyms to come in, and people loved it, like, because it was so clean, so everything, like you said, Robert, they had everything you need. And it's $15 a month. Like,
$15
anybody has access to
And
fitness.
It's a judge-free
It is there's a no
Yeah.
judgment. I sometimes
no
realize
judgment.
I haven't even brushed my hair. I'm like, oh, did I brush my hair before I came to the gym? I just throw on my clothes. As the state queen, I have to look the part when I'm out and about. But when I go to the gym, I don't wear makeup. I don't
Yeah.
fix my hair. I don't wear earrings. And I don't ever feel like anybody has looked
Yeah.
at me funny. Oh, she didn't fix her hair,
Yeah, that's so sweet, and that's also probably a testament to the staff
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
the Mount
Exactly.
Juliet
See,
location.
Yes,
Mhm.
at my
Yeah.
location at Planet Fitness there, it's like a family.
It is.
Mhm.
It's for family. I mean, you see
Aw.
some people, I go in like 7 o'clock in the morning. They get prepared for class at 8 o'clock. I mean, I see some people come in at 7 o'clock. I be there at 7 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they still in the gym. They're socializing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
My
This is a
neighbor is
family
there.
thing.
I see him more than at the gym than I
Really?
see him in
Yeah.
the neighborhood. We talk all the time. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's like a family.
Yeah, and that's like that when people can get a hold of community. I was having this conversation with someone the other day that group fitness is so good in so many ways because it's just the community like makes a whole difference. Like if you can find, and it doesn't have to be group fitness, if you can find a community like y'all have there, it just changes the game. Like you want to show up and those people become a big part of your life. And so I love hearing you guys say that.
Well, as seniors, once you retire, it's hard to find your social area. It's hard to make new friends and have those connections because when I worked, that was my family. The teachers that I worked with, the administrative staff, they were my family. Yeah. And that just disappeared when I retired. Yeah. And I have a family. Robert's my family. We have a family. He always smiles at me, always comes and says something to me or tells me to breathe.
Don't breathe to breathe.
And then my neighbor's there. And it's funny because he'll say, hey, I saw so-and-so and they used to work with you and they know that you go to the gym here because I post about it. Yeah. I even have former students who because I will post it when I get there. They'll come to the gym and do their workout. They're like, I knew you were here. I wanted to say hi. So they show up at the gym because I posted about it.
Yeah, I love it.
Robert? Cool. Yes, everybody know Robert.
I know. We have a lot of mutual friends that we didn't even know about that we're finding.
That's fun. Exactly. I love it. I wanted to ask about your, like with body image, you're obviously, I don't know how much that like is judged in the competitions, like your actual body, how it looks or anything like that. But just in general, you have an appearance to keep up. Like you said a minute ago that you're the queen. You have to like keep up an appearance in town and stuff. How have you like kept a healthy mindset around that?
So I feel better about myself, first of all. So I lost 32 pounds. Now people are like, well, that's not a whole lot of weight. The first year I did the pageant, I was wearing a size 14. My interview dress, which you guys have on the magazine, the blue one, is a size 6. Okay. So I went from a size 14 to a size 6 in less than 2 years. But I also like that I get to show off some muscles because that's not something I ever had before because I'm working for, like I said, strong over skinny. I want that lean, healthy look, but I don't want to be so skinny that I'm frail. And on stage, when I was a size 14 on stage, I was very self-conscious about how my dress looked on me. And as a size 6'8", I feel so confident. And it's interesting because the board and the state pageant people have said to me, you're so different now. There's a confidence and a security that we see in you when you walk on stage. And I also was watching a podcast on pageants, and it said, don't walk on the stage as a contestant. Walk on the stage so they see their queen. And I can do that because of how I feel about myself now. Yeah. And so when they walk out for the opening number and we're waving at the audience, I'm like, here I am.
Yep. Here I am. Yeah. I love that. Like it's been like fire, like fuel to your fire that like,
absolutely.
Instead of, and I think that's hard to get that like a lot of people on their journey of losing weight or fat and just becoming more healthier, you can become obsessive and it can become unhealthy and like a look never becomes good enough. So it's good to hear you say that like it's just made you feel more confident and like you feel really good about yourself. So I love that. I feel like it's really inspiring.
And that's my goal. If I can help one other person to see that this is not hard once you figure it out. Being fit and what you put in your mouth, those things together. I mean, there's not a pill, but this is easier than a pill. Just get up and walk after every meal. Change your breakfast. Yeah. Right? Things that go to the gym 2 days a week.
A lot of times, like, when I be training in class and stuff, and when I be training in class, I tell the women, you want to get to the point, start walking with your head down. Walk with your head up. Don't never talk down on yourself.
I'm going to take that.
Don't never talk down on yourself. See, I was raised up with around 4 sisters. Yeah. I'm in the middle. So I know how to treat women. Yeah. I know what to say to women.
Miss Jackson knows over there.
So don't never talk down on yourself. When I hear them talk down on themselves in class, I stop. Yeah. I never want to hear that again. Yeah. Because, that's good. Don't down yourself. It's a tomorrow. Yeah. Hold your head up.
And that's a huge part like of being a trainer. You have to be able to coach the mind as well as the body. That's good.
Because like I tell them a lot of times, oh, I need to get this right. I need to get this right. Stay out the mirror. Worst enemy.
Worst enemy.
The scale.
It's in the scale.
Yeah.
That's your worst enemy.
Yeah. Speaking of, Sandy, with the scale, have you seen, has a number on the scale been surprising at all with the muscle that you're building? Because muscle equals weight.
So I think what happened was I slowed, and I've plateaued because of the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started a year ago, July, at Planet Fitness. So he'd been there 1 year. This is my first year. He's now 2. And I was almost down to where I am now, but I think I was like 4 or 5 pounds away. Now I'm at my goal. I weigh 144 pounds right now. My starting weight was 177-ish, 176.8 if you want to scale it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I've kind of plateaued, and I think, well, am I not losing? No, I think it's because I've gained the muscle and I've started building the muscle because my clothes fit better.
Yeah.
I feel better. And,
That's big.
I look in the mirror and I probably think I probably see myself thinner and stronger than I am because I know what I want. I know what I want to look like.
Yeah.
And so my husband's like, well, are you at your goal? I said, my goal is actually 4 more pounds if you want to look at a scale. But I just know how I want to feel when I get there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
We hear that all the time, being trainers, like that people are surprised when they start doing nutrition and strength training stuff. They're surprised that like they look a certain way, but the number on the scale is not what they had in their mind. Like it's not what they think. And I just had someone the other day say to me, like, I'm just having a hard time. Like my clothes are fitting better. I'm looking better, but I'm really having a hard time with the scale number not moving. And I was like, throw it away.
Yeah.
Stop looking at the scale because they're building muscle. Like, and that equals weight, and that's good. Like you want to be weight.
Well, and I use the scale as a check and balance.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It can definitely be helpful.
I feel like I'm not doing everything
Yeah.
the way I should, and I will check that scale, and then I'll say, okay, I've been eating past my time frame. I've been eating later at night. Now, am I eating bad food? No, I'm eating mixed nuts, and some
Snack.
dried cranberries,
That's
but I'm
right.
eating at 8 o'clock, and my body's not getting the time to refuel and flush everything out. And when I do my fasting, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you found something that is working for you and able to like just give you life and freedom around your fitness journey. Before we start closing, Collin, I want to know what you're on the stage, because she was talking about the stage and coming up, and like that moment just feels so emotional and exciting. Have you felt similar things when you compete in bodybuilding? Or does it feel more like
It's
a competition?
so fast. It's like you spend this whole time prepping for it. And it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in like you said 4-year journey right now to build before your next.
Yeah, it'd be probably like 3 years.
For 2 minutes on this stage? That's crazy.
Yeah, about 2 to 5 minutes.
Wow.
I feel you. Our talent
but
portion is 2
like-
minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll agree. It's more like the whole journey of getting better is
It
what's
is.
fun, because it's subjective judging. So like
That's right.
it's
Yeah.
out of your hands up to a point.
Yeah.
So you have to really like the process of it.
Yeah. You have to
You're
learn
right.
to really
the journey
enjoy
is a
it.
huge part.
Yeah.
The biggest part.
Now winning, is freaking sweet.
That's
It
nice
is.
too.
Let's not
It
pretend
is.
like it ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crowd.
Oh, I can't wait to keep up with your journey. And okay, when's this happening?
So the pageant is October 11th through the 15th
Okay.
at the Tropicana in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And my mom's family is all from the Philly area, so they're all buying tickets and coming to see
That's so
me.
fun.
And my sister is coming up from Florida. And we always have a big group from Tennessee that comes. Tennessee has a really good reputation at the national pageant, and we always have a great showing. But we have such great support from our board and our organization, and everybody knows the Tennessee group, and so we have good support. We are Tennessee. We're going to win.
Yes,
Yes,
I
we
believe
are.
it. Oh, I'm pumped. I can't wait. I'm definitely going to keep up with it. If other people want to keep up as well, they should follow you on
You can follow
Instagram,
me. Yep.
Facebook too.
You can follow me Facebook, Instagram, but it's Ageless with Sandy,
Okay.
and you can follow me there. You can also search the Miss Senior America pageant, and they have a Facebook page. And if you want to follow the videos, that's where they'll be posting them.
That's where I'm going to be.
We're old school, we are over 60, all of us, and I'm like, is Facebook the only option?
Yeah. Well, everybody has Facebook, no matter how old you are, pretty much, I feel like.
That's
so.
right. And I'll share all the links on my Instagram
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Amazing. And if you guys want to get more details into the journey, she was our Fit Friday feature on the Nashville Fit magazine. So you can look up that article online, or if you have the actual magazine, make sure you go find that article in it because it's so good. Shout out to Tala who wrote that piece. And Robert, if anybody wants to come train with you in Planet Fitness, especially if you guys live in the Mount Juliet area, what should they do?
Well, they can download the app. If they're not a member, they can download the app, and then what they can do, sign up for the classes once they download the app, because the classes are free.
Oh, great.
It's free training with the app.
Yeah,
once you sign up. So once you do that, then you're good to go.
Amazing. That's
Good to
awesome.
go.
And there's just one Planet Fitness in Mount Juliet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Just ask for Robert.
Yeah, ask for Robert. They're amazing. You guys are all so amazing. I've loved this episode. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your journeys. So excited to see where you both end up in the next little while. We'll be keeping up, right, Collin?
100%.
100%. Yeah, and I'm sure the listeners will be too. If you guys enjoyed this episode, on behalf of NFM and Spread the Positive, please like, subscribe, share it with a friend, keep up with this journey and all of our guests we have on the podcast. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. We wouldn't be here without you, so thank you. And we will catch you guys on the next one.